The two rimmers, dressed in identical PE kits, jumped up in the air, flapping their arms simultaneously in time to the music, yelling encouragement at each other. "Come on! Keep it up! You too!" They landed, crouched like bullfrogs, and leapt up into the air again. "Jump! Stretch! Jump! Stretch! Jump! Stretch!" The rimmers were alone aboard Red Dwarf. Lister, Crichton, the cat, and 12 scutters had gone off in Blue Midget, loaded with surface mining equipment, in search of the uranium deposits on the Black Desert moon below. The two rimmers were to stay behind to supervise the welding together of the two halves of the Nova 5 by the 84 remaining scutters. They were to oversee the restoration of the ship, to render it spaceworthy again. They were in charge. In charge of a major operation, a gargantuan engineering challenge, and they were in charge. Holly had estimated the operation would take 2 months to complete, at the very least. Well, the two rimmers would see about that. They would do it in half that time, they decided. No, a quarter of that time. Under the excellent management of 2 Arnold Jays, those scutters were going to work their little claws off. That ship would be ready in a fortnight. It would be ready, new and gleaming by the time Lister returned with his uranium haul. Imagine his stupid little porky face, hardly able to conceal his grudging admiration. "I've got to admit it," he would say. "You guys really are a great team." In the meantime, they were getting fit, getting in shape, getting prepared for the ordeal ahead. This was day 1 of the new regime. "Jump! Stretch! Jump! Stretch! And rest!" The original rimmer collapsed on the floor. "No! Keep jumping!" the double yelled, finding new strength from his other self's weakness. Red-faced rimmer started up again. "You're right!" he shouted. "Keep going! Through the pain barrier! Jump! Stretch! Jump! Stretch! And rest!" said Rimmer again. "What are you doing, man?" screamed his copy, still leaping. "I'm resting! It's going all grey!" "That's the pain barrier! Beat it!" "Absolutely!" He started jumping again. "Up, up, up! More, more, more! Jump, jump, jump! Stretch, stretch, stretch! Rest, rest, rest!" pleaded Rimmer. "No, no, no!" insisted the double. They continued leaping up and down for a further minute, both too breathless to speak. "And rest!" whispered the double finally. Rimmer landed on the floor, and his legs sagged beneath him. He staggered backwards towards the bunk and fell forwards onto his knees. The glands at the back of his throat were producing saliva by the bucket load. "Great sesh," he gurgled. "That little bit extra, that's what it's all about. Driving through the pain barrier to the brink of unconsciousness. Great sesh. You owe me 7. Said the double on all fours, wheezing like an 80-year-old bronchial bagpipe player. "What?" panted Rimmer, his face quite yellow. "I did 7 extra jerks while you were resting. Come on, we're not down to counting jerks, are we? What's a couple of jerks between duplicates? It's for your own good. I'm 7 jerks fitter than you. We can't have that, can we? I'll do them first thing in the morning while you're asleep." "Now!" rasped the double. Rimmer hauled himself onto his wobbly white legs and started to leap up in the air again. 1, he counted. 2, he counted. 3, that wasn't a full one. Call it half. 3.5, he counted. And that wasn't a full one either. Call it 3. 4, Rimmer leapt a full 6 inches off the floor. 3 1/8, the double corrected. 4 1/8. 3.5 was the verdict. Finally, after 25 leaps, Rimmer's duplicate agreed he'd done 7. "You see," said the double, "it's about teamwork. I drive and encourage you. And I drive and encourage you," gasped Rimmer, and then he was sick. "Right," the double rubbed his hands. "What time should we get up?" That's a good question, IB. Early, very early. 8:30? What? And miss half the day? How about 7? The double ventured. How about 6? Rimmer topped him. No, 4:30. 4:30? That's the middle of the night. We want to be ready in a fortnight, don't we? Yes, but 4:30? Rimmer moaned. That's ridiculous. Why is it ridiculous? You think Napoleon, on the eve of the Battle of Borodino, said, "Wake me tomorrow at 9 with 2 runny eggs and some toasty soldiers"? You're absolutely right, Duke. Rimmer voice-activated the digital alarm clock and climbed thankfully onto his new bunk. What are you doing? The double looked at him askance. I'm going to bed, Ace. It's only 2 in the morning. We need to read up on welding techniques. But we're getting up in a minute, Rimmer said in a small, pathetic voice. You take metallurgy and thyraton and heat control systems, and I'll take magnesium arc welding and chemical bonding techniques. Then we'll test one another, and whoever does worst has to do another 100 jumps before bunk down. Once again, Arn, I hate to say it, but you're absolutely right. The two Rimmers finally got to bed at 3:37 a.m. and got up again 53 minutes later to start their morning exercises.